Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Merkah Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Quatazab Zayan from the GMS Island branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, with another lesson, with another news article, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. So what you see before you here is article from the People's Voice.tv, and it reads, Congress quietly passed a bill last summer called Disease X Act, Media Blackout. And this is exactly what they're doing, man. They are setting everything in order while they have you focusing on other things. You know, they always work with, how you call it, bread and circus. So while they are passing bills and putting down the structure and preparing everything for their new world order, then the people's minds are elsewhere, you see. So this happened last year. It says in June 2023, the U.S. Congress quietly passed a new bill called House Resolution 3832, also known as the Disease X Act of 2023. So they already knew about this new disease that they're calling X, because the word X, or the letter X, means unknown. You see? So they already knew about this, so they quietly passed it, and now they are making it known unto the people. And you know how Esau is. You know, these diseases, all these diseases are created. They create these diseases in the labs, you know, so that they can make more and more money off of people, and that they can further their agenda, you see. That references a deadly pandemic that is coincidentally the subject of World Economic Forum meeting that took place last week. So just exactly like how before the Windows 19 you had in December that they had this meeting. I forgot what it's called again. You know, so they already preparing the partnerships and the people that they're going to work with and how they're going to push this. You see? Let me click on this. What does it say? Why is the U.S. Congress involved with creating a bill called Disease X Act back in June of 2023? You see, you better believe this is pre-planned, and they are working on bringing this sick plan to fruition. What is the plan, though? And this is the website where you can see the bill. So that you see that it's not a hoax. You see it. They really already passed this law, passed this bill. Constitutional authority and single subject statement. So this is how you can find it. But let me go back to the article. And the brother Talmayat, he shared also that in the WEF, you know, that they had this witch doctor coming in, you know, and putting shamans and chants up on these people, you know. But the Most High said, let me see real quick, that came into my mind. Let me go to Job 5 and 13 first. This is Job 5, verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So the Most High is going to take them in their own craftiness, because they think that they are doing all these things in secret so that people won't see it, and that they're pushing their agenda forward, and on top of that, putting witchcraft upon it so that it can succeed. The Most High has his eye on them, The Most High is not going to let it slide, man. And it says craftiness is iron, which the outline of biblical usage. It says subtlety, shrewdness, craftiness. You see, and if you do something subtle or in subtlety, that's, without people really seeing what is going on. Let me see what it says if you go into that root word. Outline of biblical usage says to be subtle, to be shrewd, to be crafty, to take crafty counsel. Be prudent is to be wise. To be crafty or become shrewd. The Strong's definition, it says to be cunning. And who was a cunning hunter? Esau, the so-called white man, our evil twin brother. And we are the descendants of Jacob, the one that received the blessing. And Esau, he still hates us for getting the birthright and the blessings. So yeah, man, the Most High, he has their number, even if they want to do it in secret, like how the scripture says that they shoot in secret on the righteous. Let me go to Micah. Micah 5, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy the chariots. So the Most High is going to take away their might, their military might, like it's nothing, just like how he did to Egypt, to the Pharaoh with his chariots. They had mighty weapons, they were skilled in iron, in crafting weapons and things like that. But now, and also that's the Romans too, because the Romans now, that's how they got in their power seat, through their mighty army. And still, they are forwarding their technology, they're coming with new ideas, exoskeleton suit, ripper bullets, you name it, he's got it, lasers. But the Most High, he's going to cut all of that off. The Most High is the creator of all things. All the elements and the minerals that your weapons are made of, the Most High is in charge of those things. So what do you think? Verse 11. And I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds. So all their defenses, the Pentagon and all these places that he has his military bases in, the Most High is going to invade them, Verse 12. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. And those were the witches and warlocks that the WEF is using, The Most High is going to take all their visions away. You see? He's going to take all the power of the left-hand side demons away. And Esau is not going to be able to see in the future or prepare himself or to go further with his agenda. You see? The Most High is going to cut all of that off. Now you see that Esau is in his strength, and not even in his full strength, because everything is dwindling since the 1970s, since the truth came out. You see? Verse 13, thy graven images also will I cut off, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee, and thou shalt no more worship the work of thine hands. can't, because that's idol worship, idolatry, creating something and then worshiping it like it created you. Verse 14, and I will pluck up thy groves, Bohemian Grove, for example. That's where they go, sacrificing people, children, doing those funny stuff to get power on the left hand side. So the Most High knows all these things, knows all these secret counsels that they be doing in the dark. And I will pluck out thy groves out of the midst of thee, so will I destroy thy cities. And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. So that's going to be the end all be all, man. When the Most High is going to send his son, and send his indignation, his fierceness, his fierce anger, which is indignation goes into righteous anger. The Most High has the perfect weapon for that, and it's called nuclear fire. So that's what the Most High is going to send, together with his son and together with his strong right arm, which are these chariots, to execute vengeance in anger and in fury upon the heathen, which the heathen are these other nations, and also the ones of our nation that want to go hand in hand with them, that want to be buddy with them. It's 2/3 of our nation, such as they have not heard. Yeah, man, let me go back to this. That was just a quick side note. At the WEF meeting, the elites decided that disease X could have 20 times more fatalities than Windows 19. Naturalnews.com reports, what we are more than likely witnessing with this new revelation is the stage being set for another round of Windows 19-like lockdowns, mask mandates, and whatever else the powers that be throw at the world once they unleash their next pre-planned bioweapon known as Disease X. Does Congress know something America doesn't? In short, the Disease X Act of 2023 reveals plans to establish a new program at BARDA, Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority, to develop medical countermeasures for any future viral threats that have pandemic potential. So that goes back to the Jabberwocky, the stabs. In other words, there are more Windows 19 coming down to the pike. The legislation is intentionally fake, which is certainly no accident. Fake legislations tend to be wide-reaching in its scope once executed, which means the severity of its intentions are likely fast and far-reaching. Yeah, that got me thinking, of course, it's built in America, but it's going to be presented like, hey, it started here, this is what we applied, maybe y'all should do the same, copy paste, do the same thing here in Europe, Australia, Middle America, South America, Africa, Middle East, East. So yeah, man, these things are they got something brewing, and ultimately it's the Most High that's brewing it. Because it says, 2 Ezra 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So, hold on, wait a second. It says, it's talking about Egypt. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But then it says he's going to smite Egypt with the plagues as before. So this is speaking about another land that is like unto Egypt, because Egypt means to be in straits, you know, Matazariam in the Lashon Kadash, that is to be in double straits. And if you go into the scriptures, it says Egypt is the hound of, is similar to the house of bondage. So where we are in captivity, that's where the Most High is going to send these plagues. And he's going to bring us out of there with a stretched out arm, Salakia, with a mighty hand, which is his right hand, the righteous side. You know, I was just speaking about the left hand side, but the righteous side, the right hand, those are the angels, you know, and the chariots. So the Most High, he is going to help the ones that believe in him, you know, because they are going to be in the land of captivity. And America, Babylon the Great, that's the main captivity. But our people are in captivity all over the earth, you know, and the Most High is going to send plagues all over. It's going to be intense and intensified in Babylon the Great in America, because that's the main cell block, you know, that's the main jail. That's the, how you call it? You got certain stages of prison. So that's the most, that's where the prison is maximized, how you call that. Yeah, I can't really think of that word. But yeah, that's where our people are dwelling, you know, and they're in that rough captivity. And the Most High is going to send plagues. And this disease X, that is one of the plagues that the Most High is going to send also. But you might think like, yeah, but it's not the Most High. It's the so-called white man. It's Esau that's coming up with it. But the mind of Esau is in the Most High's hand. So he can twist and turn it the way he wants. You know, like it says in the book of Daniel. The king's heart is in the Most High's hand. And that's exactly what he's doing with the so-called white man. Also, the scripture says the Most High created the smith that bloweth the coal and the wasted to destroy. Same thing. You know, this is also a weapon, a bioweapon. But the Most High created that scientist. The Most High created the man that created it. He put it in his mind to do it. So the Most High said there's going to be plagues in the last days. You know, that's what he said through his son in Matthew 24. And it doesn't matter by what means it comes, but the Most High said in the end days there would be earthquakes and there would be pestilences and then plagues and all these things. Let me go to that. This is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. You know, that's one race going against another race, and kingdom against kingdoms, which means a country against another country. And there shall be famines, which is lack of food and bread, and pestilences, which is diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. So let's go into that. That word pestilence, it's loimos, and the outline of biblical use says pestilence, pestilent fellow, pest, plague. You see? Strong's definition of certain affinity, a plague, literally the disease unknown, what they're going to come up with. You see? Let's look up that word plague. Plague, a continuous bacterial disease characterized by fever and delirium, technically with formation of buboes and sometimes infection of the lungs. An unusual large number of insects or animals infesting. No, that's the other plague. But also, yeah, those things, yeah, it's the same thing, like the plague with the locusts that happened to Egypt. And here also you see sometimes, you know, you see plagues of locusts eating crops. Or that you have fishes, you know, attacking, or these, how you call it, whales capsizing boats, you know, things like that. And the origin here underneath, late Middle English, Latin plaga stroke wound. So this is the Most High that's gonna wound this place, man, through these plagues. Probably from Greek, plaga, from a base meaning strike. Yeah, man. So you see, this cunning devil, he's busy with these things, but it's the Most High that's preparing to put a sore stroke upon this land. For why? 2 Esdras 15 verse 5, Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So all these things the Most High is preparing to bring upon this place, upon this earth that we're living in right now, where his elect is at, where his chosen is at, you know, the ones that do the name, do the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and praise his name, you know, in all sincerity. So the Most High is preparing himself to bring all these basically evil things, plagues, sword, famine, death, destruction upon this place. Why? Verse 6, For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Like in the time of Noah, you know, the Most High, he was angry at the whole earth because everything was out of course, out of balance, not the way he designed it to be, you know, to be in balance. And now it's the same thing. Everything is out of course. The whole earth is out of course. You see? So it's the Most High that's going to bring judgment upon this place, a sore stroke, a plague. But he's doing it via the so-called white man, the Edomite. He's using him as his hands, you know. And the plagues and the sword, those are his tools. In the hand of the white man, in the hand of the Most High. That is in the hand of the Most High. So yeah, man, prepare yourself for take 2 of Esau's crafty deceivableness with this disease unknown. So with that, I hope this video is edifying, and I want to say Kal Halal Yamla Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Reka Kodash Shalom Akim.